Hey cuties, it is ItzSereia. How are you guys? So I haven't been posting for like I think 2 to 3 weeks. Guys, I was sick, okay? You know the September fever thing? Yeah, since the weather's gonna change from spring to fall, of course someone's gonna get the flu, someone's gonna be sick. We're all gonna get sick because of the weather change. And that's why I just did not post. Okay, for the first week I was like, I don't want to post. And I didn't because I was like really stressed out. There was like so many different homeworks and tests left and right. It was crazy. And the next week I got sick, and now today I kind of feel better, so I'm here. So sorry for not posting, guys. I'm just a little lazy like that. But one of my subscribers did, what a very lovely person, they were like, hey, I'm waiting for you to like post. And I'm like, oh honey, no, I made a promise I was gonna post this by Thursday, maybe Sunday the latest. And I was like, okay, you know what, I promised it, I have to start recording. Like, who am I to not record? But yeah, I realized, okay, I have to stop being lazy, and I am here. But apart from that, guys, I miss y'all, and I have a lot to talk about. You know, the first week, I was like, okay, you know what? I don't have anything to talk about because school just started. And now school has officially, like, I got the groove. I know where to go. I know my schedule by heart, all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I do have so much to talk about, and I can't wait to share it to you guys, because a lot of my friends are really busy, so I'm so glad I have a channel. Because I was like, I can't okay, so Instagram, right, it's been failing my messages because apparently I talked to too many people, so they had to restrict me. So if anyone like knows how to fix that, can you please help me? Thank you, love you. Okay, but anyways, I was like, guys, I need someone to talk to because I can't text on Instagram, and I'm too lazy to text on people on like text people on Discord. I'm sorry, I'm like actually so excited, if you can't tell. And I'm like, guys, I want somebody to talk to, and I want to tell them all this and this and this and this and this. And I have so much to talk about that I don't have nothing to say at all. And I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I have a channel. I could just tell you guys about it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Guys, I'm getting so excited. Oh my gosh, wait, I have so much to talk about. I feel like I have been separated by about like a close friend, a childhood friend for like 10 years, and now it's time to catch up. So guys, let's catch up. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's start. Put me on in the background if you like, and let's grind together in Adopt Me or in any other game. Oh, I forgot to log in to my Wuthering Waves. I'll do that after this. But I made a list of all the things I want to talk about, and there's probably more that I forgot to talk about, but my ADHD will hit in, don't worry. Guys, I can't wait. Okay, listen, guys, we have so much to talk about, and you know, a Yeti, I've been trying to make a Mega Yeti for like a whole like 3 months, and I just never got to the point to it. But because of the new pen thing, a pet pen, I'm so glad Adopt Me added it, because guys, I'm genuinely so happy. Like, guys, what the freak? I'm so close to making a Mega Yeti. I just need to do one more, and it'll be done. I'm so excited. So let's do. Actually, no, wait. I have to make the neon into a full ground. That'll be really easy. It's okay. It'll take like 2 to 3 days, maybe. Who knows? But we're gonna get a Mega Yeti, guys. Just wait. Okay, let's get on to the yapping. You know, while I was recording this video, I was like calling my friend to distract me, and I had so much homework, so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to talk to her. She is the biggest distraction ever. She literally talks to me, and we like yap all the time. We go yap, 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 yap. And then I forgot I was recording the video because I was just too busy talking to her. So she's a distraction. But, you know, it does help, because I was like, you know, I'm never bored recording a video. So we're good. The aging up. Wait, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Shoot. Okay, so I had the schedule, right? And then, I love my schedule. 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry. I had to, like, check if my audio was, like, picking up any background noises. Okay, back to the September sickness thing. So, the funniest part about me being sick, I'm going to talk about my schedule later, because that's, like, later. I don't want to talk about that right now. But, so September sickness. My whole friend group got sick. First, it was friend A, then B, then C, and then after 5 people got sick, my brother got sick. And then I went to the doctor's office with my whole family so my brother can go to the doctor, you know? And the next day, I got sick. It was okay. The night of that day, I started, like, having a coughing fit. I was like, oh my gosh, who made me sick? I took some cough syrup. I was fine. The next day, I was, like, perfectly fine. I was like, guys, I thought I was going to get sick. I was going to, like, throw hands if somebody got me sick. And then the day after that, I was officially sick. I was pissed at every single one of them. I was like, because the whole time they were sick, I was like, guys, 6 feet away, get away from me. If you get me sick, I'm throwing hands. And they got me sick. So, I'm blaming everybody. But it's okay, because I feel a little bit better. I just have a lot of headaches, and I think my stuffy nose is gone, thankfully. Praise the Lord. I was so sick. It was so bad. I sound so stuffy, and I'm so happy that I am recovering, because on Monday, which is tomorrow for me, I have a audition. Okay, so I'm actually really excited to tell you guys about this, because I have an acting class, right? So happy about that. I am we have a test, and our test for acting is we have a monologue, which is like a very long sentence from, like a long speech from a character, or like a dialogue, and we have to say it in front of everybody in the class. We already did that, and I got 100, thankfully. And this is the official test, because the first week we have to say it in front of our classmates, and then there was a 3-week separation from that, like parting, and in that 3 weeks we had to practice the same monologue that we chose for homework, and we had to practice it till we nailed that thing. We had to pay attention to the tone, to the different actions and phrases and all that stuff. Now tomorrow it is the official test, and because we're in acting, we are forced to audition. Our test is basically a separate audition. They're going to use our test as an audition for the play that my school is doing, which is whatchamacallit? Dracula. And everybody's auditioning, and you get to fill this form if you want to join or not. So that's really cool. I'm very interested in it, and I'm like, okay, because I love acting so much, I don't care what part I have in the play. I just want to be a character. If I'm a tree, so be it. If I am a person dragging the dead bodies, so be it. I am so happy to just even be in a play. I was going to say something else. Wait. I don't know, but I'm actually really excited, and I hope I get into it. I got cow. So, a cow in our school, in my acting class, is like picking a person who's so dedicated to acting. And I was the first one who got picked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got picked. Let's go. I was so proud of myself. And everyone was like, guys, I knew it. You were so cool. And it's because I had always a bright smile. I was so dedicated. I just always wanted to do everything in acting because I love acting. So acting is basically an extracurricular for me, because I'm not in the program, like the major. I'm in another major. I'm health nutrition science. I'm not even supposed to be in acting, but I got in because I'm in improv club, and I just love acting. So that's why I have a full 1 to 9 schedule, meaning first period to ninth period. So I start at 7:40. My class starts at 7:40, and then I end at 3 o'clock. And because I'm in so many clubs, I have to end at 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So that's kind of sad, but it's okay, whatever. And I was like, I just want to start a second period, which is 8:40. And I'm like, guys, I just want that. But they were like, oh, if you want that, you have to change, you have to remove your acting class. And I'm like, heck no, I'm not doing that. I love acting. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna suffer with a full 1 to 9 schedule. I don't care. And I'm very happy with it. So it's whatever. I'm not gonna complain anymore. But what I can complain about is my schedule change. So your schedule, we have the same schedule every single day. But I was like, oh, wait, what was I gonna say? Okay, I had the same schedule every single day until you ask for a change. And I loved every single one of my classes. I love my classes to death. Okay. However, because I make sure I have friends for every single class by making new friends. Woo! But my AP World History, I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't deal with it anymore. Only because my teacher would give us an 8-page packet, and she was like, okay, read it tonight, annotate it, study it. The next day, she'll give us questions about the reading, and then give us a test. Tell me how that makes sense. No, please do. Enlighten me. She doesn't teach. She makes us watch a video, yap to a bunch of students, and then she doesn't teach. So we had our first test. Nobody passed. Yeah. Highest grade, probably a 65. Very low, very low. I got a 40. And I'm not the type of person to fail a test, okay? That's just not like me. Okay, it is like me. But not everyone's gonna fail once in a while, right? But it's not like me to constantly fail. And that's that test by itself discouraged me. And it was kind of weird because that day I asked to switch, and the day they switched it, I didn't know. So I was like, guys, maybe I'll just stick to AP World History and see what happens. And I said to God, I was like, hey, if you switch my schedule, I guess it's meant to be. If it's not, okay, I'll just stick with AP World History. I changed. I didn't know that day though. So I was my other friend who has a same class, different teacher, different period. She was like, oh, we have the same test, we can like match it. I'm like, okay. She got a 70. I got a 40. And all the questions I got wrong, she got right. I mean, like, she had the same answer as me, but she got it right. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. I mean, my teacher used an AI bot to like grade it, so I don't know, but whatever, I don't care. Apart from that, I switched the same day, and I told my friend about it, blah blah blah. But I didn't know they would switch my Spanish class too. So my Spanish and world history got switched. They switched periods, and I got a different teacher for Spanish, and I'm so sad because I love my Spanish teacher. I have a really good friend, and I have some very fine people in my class, okay? But I switched, and I was like really devastated. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so pissed. I am so pissed. But that's okay. Because I told my friend about it, and she was like, oh, okay, that's so sad. And yeah, it's okay. I'm still mad. And I'm going to ask tomorrow. I'm going to visit his class. And like, hey, do you end your work at like 9th period? So I can see if I can change back to his class. Because my teacher right now for Spanish, I never want to learn Spanish 2 so bad in my life. Because, tell me why, in Spanish, I am learning geography. I'm American, okay? So, our geography sucks. And I'm still learning, okay? I'm learning some geography. We're good. I'm not that dumb. But, tell me why we're still learning about geography and, like, naming a bunch of continents that are not even Spanish speaking. I'm just so pissed because I'm like, I don't want that. I just want to learn Spanish. I need to learn my conjugations, okay? I know those already, but it's whatever. I need to learn how to write paragraphs for next year's proficiency test. I don't want to learn geography. So, yeah. But I don't want to switch again because it's going to mess up my schedule even more, and I don't want that. I really do love all my classes. Okay. Apart from that, though, my new one, I dropped out of AP and went to World History Honors because all the AP teachers for World History, they don't teach. So, I was like, okay, frick it. I went to World History Honors. I was so scared. I saw 2 people I knew, and one of them was a friend I had another class in a bunch of classes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy there was 2 of them, and I'm just so grateful I have them. My teacher's awesome. She reminds me of my friends, and she's just the best lesbian teacher ever. And I know lesbian is not really a personality, like, don't get me wrong, but one of my classmates, I know, she's in my acting class, and she was like, oh, let's go, period, lesbian you're my favorite lesbian. And she was like, hey, you know, my teacher's she has such a good vibe. I love her. She also teaches, and when she was absent, she gave us a sheet. Tell me why. It was so little. I was so happy. It was like, okay, it was like a little mini lesson, and then we used to like read like a background information, the historical context. Then in the back, we had to like do a little multiple choice, and then there was these 2 little boxes. They had a little blurb. We had to read them each, and they had like 4 sentences max. And then at the end, we had to write an essay. Not an essay, like a paragraph. Answering a question, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I felt so smart. I was just, oh my gosh, I know this. And I got so excited answering the questions and helping my friends out. Saying, oh yeah, so this means this means this, and we're going to write about this. And I was like, this is so easy. I love it. I love it. And so yeah, I love that class now. Love that class. Oh, sorry, that was my brother. Okay, I told you, he's sick. But oh my gosh, I'm so happy I'm in World History Honors. I've never been so happy. Guys, I'm next to a window. Apologies. But I love my AP World... Not my AP. I hate my AP. I love my World History, bro. But I hate that I had to exchange my Spanish class, my really good Spanish class, to a terrible Spanish class, just for a good World History class. It just shows that I can't win it all. It's okay, though. So tomorrow I'll just go back to my Spanish class, my old Spanish class, and be like, hey, do you end in 9th period? So I can see if I can like switch back to your class. And my friend, she told me that the Spanish teacher was like, hey, did she leave? Did she switch classes because of me? And I'm like, no! So I gotta tell him that tomorrow, I'm gonna go to his class. I'm gonna say, hey, I love you. I miss you. You're the best teacher ever. Then I'm gonna say, I unwillingly changed this class. I didn't even know I changed this class for my world history because it sucks. And I'm gonna ask him like if he teaches in 9th period because I hate my class right now. So maybe he can like get me back. I don't know. Maybe. Because I just hate it. Guys, I was like re-watching the audio, like re-listening to it, and tell me why I sound like that. okay, I keep talking really fast, and the background noises, I'm so sorry. Guys, I am so sorry. But to be fair, you know that at least in all my videos, you're going to hear background noises. It's very inevitable. That's just me, guys. I'm sorry. You're signing up for this. But what else can I talk about? Wait. Okay, so my lunch is a little sad. No, it's not. I actually like lunch. It's very chaotic with my friends. I had to, like, my friend, it was just me and my friend, right? And then I'm like her friend's friend. I know her because of my other friends. So we're like friends, you know. And now I got close with her, so that's very nice. And then she introduced me to two more of her other friends, and I'm like, oh, they're actually really funny. And so, yeah. And I think, you know, I actually recorded another, like, oh, this is her. This is her. Wait, that's like perfect timing. Okay, so this is one of them. She's amazing. Love her. She's very chaotic. But we have another one, too. So, yeah. I was recording another clip, and it was like 40 minutes long. And I realized at the end of the time, I didn't even record. And that happened 2 times. And my friends who I was talking about... Oh, sorry, baby. I kicked him in the face. I'm sorry. I kicked my dog. Oopsies. But I thought it was going to be really funny because my 2 friends I was talking about were with me. And I'm like, oh, this actually might be really funny. So, yeah. After the new update, Adopt Me has gone a little less laggy in public servers when I record. So, this is actually really nice. I love when my friends join me while I record because I'm like, oh my gosh, the video will be less boring. Instead of me running around the map trying to, like, wait for a task, I can talk to my friends. I love that. I love that a lot. Oh, wait, my friend texted. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Anyways, guys, every time I'm, like, recording, I'm always getting text messages the minute I record, and I'm like, guys, why is it all the time? Why is it every single time I record, everyone just wants to call, text, and they just need me for some reason? You know, someone who's next to me right now as I'm recording, they're, like, being really annoying, and they're making, like, really funny faces. And I physically just can't focus on my recording because they're being so obnoxious right now. That's my sister. Anyways, oh, there's a funny story. Okay, so one of you, not to, like, say anything, but one of my subscribers, they texted my sister instead and was like, hey, I'm a fan of you, and they thought it was me. And I was like, oh my god, that's actually so funny. And I think as in the video, they saw her account, her username. I don't blur usernames unless they tell me to. So, yeah. This friend I'm talking to right now, they don't know I have this channel, so let's hope they don't find it. Hee hee. But I'm so happy because her and my other friend that my friend introduced me to, they love Adopt Me, and I got so excited because I'm like, guys, let's go. But this one right here, this ladybug looking girl, she was like, she's gonna get scammed, guys. She's gonna get scammed, but not from by me, but she just doesn't know value, and that's gonna make me cry. But while I was being lazy today, she was like, hey, join me, and I'm like, okay. She gave me a free ride Stegosaurus, because she knew that I love Stegosauruses, and I love her so much. It's the way they hop, okay? It's really funny. But she also was like, hey, she kept texting me about these. She's like, hey, is this trade good? Is this trade good? Am I gonna get scammed? I'm like, yeah, you are, because they suck. Girl, it's okay. Love her for that, though. It's okay. I introduced her to Adopt Me trading values and tradery, so hopefully she likes that. I thought that what I was going to talk about was going to cover more than 30 minutes. I got scared, but the problem is I don't know what else to talk about because I talked about everything, you know? And I realized the things I put in the list, I think I already said these things last video, but I'm not sure if I'm dreaming it or not. I don't know. But, I've been trying to find a bunch of movies to watch because I'm, like, romance deprived, and I stumbled across Bridgerton. And I'm like, oh, I heard that a bunch of times before. Let me go. I did not like season 1. No, I skipped season 1 and went to season 2 because, I forgot their names. Wait. Because Kate and I forgot the other dude, they're just so cute. They're adorable, and after I watched that was the only thing motivating me to even, go home after school, okay? So after that, I just started talking in my British accent so often, and I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, stop it. And then my friends, I love them. They all just started doing their British accent, and I'm like, guys, it's not my fault. And now I'm contemplating whether I should watch season 1 and 3. Because season 3, okay, whatever, they're like very lustful, though, I heard. And season 1, I'm just too lazy. But then I can't wait for season 4 for Benedict and the other girl. I forgot, Blair, I think that's her name. I don't know. They're really cute, and I actually really like Benedict, so I can't wait to see them. They're actually really cute, and I love them. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. He's really sick. He can't help it. It's okay. But it's been ruining my recording. But then again, you know, I don't know if it's just me, but every time I like record and I just refuse to do it again. Unless it's like really, really bad. I refuse to do it. I don't know why. It's because when I'm saying things, I don't think before I talk. So it's not as authentic if I just redo it again and again and again and again. It's not authentic, and I don't like that. So I refuse to do it. Because even if I redo it, there's going to be a lot of retakes, and that's just going to take a lot of my time. And honestly, this channel is not really a serious channel. I'm going to be honest. It's just for me to yap and talk about everything and anything. And Adopt Me is just one of my hobbies, or like whatever, favorite games. So that's why it's about this. Now, see, it'd be a different story if I lost interest in Adopt Me. It's either I play another game, lose views, but that's okay, because I still want to yap, okay? Or I stop recording. Okay, that's sad. I'm sorry. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to talk about anymore. I have like 60 more minutes. Because I feel like I just already talked about things before. You know what? I should talk about this very funny time. So I was doing homework, and I was like, this is going to be so easy. And then my teacher sent this Delta Math. Yeah, apparently she sends Delta Math. I love this teacher with my whole heart. Okay, I'll talk about her later. But I think I talked to her in the last video, but you know, I'll say it again, so deal with it. Just kidding. I love you. Okay, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, she sent the Delta Math at 8 o'clock when I came home from karate, and I started like saying, "Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?" Because I still have to do a project. And I was like, "Gosh, I am so overstimulated." And at that time, I was literally so overstimulated, and everybody like wanted something from me. They're like, "Can you sign this? Can you make sure this? Can you check my homework? Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Guys, calm down. I'm so overstimulated." And I did it. And then midway, when I was like on the 4th question, and there was like 12, and each of the questions had like 3 parts. So she deleted it afterwards. So I was like, oh, maybe it was an accident. What a waste of my time. But I didn't care, because at least I didn't have to do it. And then I have to like focus on my health nutrition science project. So yeah, whatever, did that. And then she talked to me she talked to me when I came back from school. No, the next day. And she was like, hey, did you do the Delta Math? And I'm like, yeah, but it deleted. She was like, guys, I'm so sorry, bro. She was like, I was supposed to like do it, whatchamacallit? She was supposed to like post it the next day, but she accidentally pressed post. And then she saw me doing it, and she was like, oh my gosh, like, don't ruin, no. She felt really bad, and I was like, no, it's okay, it's whatever. It was a very fun time. I love my teacher so much. She's amazing. I just love her. Because she always makes sure that nobody is left confused. And if I'm the only one, which is it's very common for me to be the only one raising my hand for a question, or like saying, hey, I don't get it. Because it's Algebra 2 honors. It's Algebra 2 / Trigonometry honors. And she was like, and everybody's smart, okay? Everybody. And there's this one table, I thought they were sophomores as well, but they were freshmen, and they're just so smart. And I'm like, dang it, why are y'all so smart? But I was like, hey, I don't get it. Like, it's very common for me to say, hey, I don't get it, haha. I'll be the only one. That's okay, though. And she's so reassuring. She's like, hey, that's okay, I'll do it again. And like other times, she's like, guys, you guys are smart. I know I don't have to say this, but like, does anyone have any questions or something? And I felt so ashamed, but I was like, no, I cannot. Because my past self, every single year since middle school, I would be so afraid to ask for help, and I didn't want to be like my past self, okay? So I'm like, hey, I don't understand anything. She's like, hey, that's okay, she looked at me, and I was like contemplating whether I should ask for help, and I had like a very funny face, okay? I make these faces because I don't really care what anybody thinks anymore, and my friends were on the table, so I like make the ugliest faces I can. But I was like, my lips were quivering, and I'm like, help! But that's my face screaming for help, but I didn't say anything. And she looked at me, and she went, hey, I don't mind doing it again. I'll just show you, like, I don't mind, like, showing you guys in a different way. I'm like, oh, yes, please. And now she knows me for asking for help. And, like, my desk is right behind her, like, in front of her desk. So I'll just, like, talk to her. She talks to me. When she talks about her day, she always looks at me. And I'm like, yes, tell me everything. I'll tell you my things. I'll tell you every little part of my secret. I will even And, like, I just love her because she never gets mad at me for asking questions. I love her. I love her to death. Love her. Mwah. You know? And even if I don't get it, I will always get it by the end of class. And I just love it because she always looks at me with a big smile and I'm like, yes, I get it. Ugh. I love her aggressively. And she's my Shayla. And if anyone ever disrespects her, I'm throwing hands because I love her. Okay, wait. I gotta see which one I like. For the first period, I have leadership PE, meaning I have to go to other classes and teach people how to do PE. Meaning if they don't know how to run, I'll help them run. If they don't know how to play volleyball, I'll help them to do volleyball. And I'm basically just teaching the class. And leadership is basically PE honors. It's where all the smart people gather up in this class and teach people and learn communication. And I think at first I hated it because I was like, oh my gosh, my teacher tricked me. Last year, my teacher, he knew my older sister, so we were like close like that. But he tricked me. He was like, last year, I remember by the end of the school year, he was like, hey, do you want to join PE leadership? And I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, you can skip classes and just help people out. And I'm like, I want that. Not because I wanted to skip class or anything, but because I was like, hey, my friend joined. Sorry, that's my dog. Okay, give me a second. Okay, sorry. But because a friend was joining, and turns out this year she did not get in, and I got in, and I got scammed because I didn't know it'd be a class. So, frick him! Okay, but now that I think about it, I made friends, we were in groups, I love them so much, and, yeah, that's one of my good classes. I hate it, but it's still pretty good. Love it. Maybe. I don't know. I have a love-and-hate relationship with it. But it's not as bad. My teacher, he's very sarcastic, but he's funny, so, sure. I deal with him. He's fine. My chemistry teacher, second period, I love her because she takes things slow, but it's to the point it's so good. I'm so grateful for that because I don't want to fail chemistry, especially if it's a Regents class. Yeah. Okay, back to what I was saying though. Wait, I forgot. Okay, so you know how for chemistry, she's just so sweet. She's very slow in teaching, and it's like I understand everything. And there's this one girl, I'll name her Kate. Kate and Daphne. Kate and Daphne, very different names. Okay, Kate and Daphne. Oh, that's from Bridgerton. That's so funny. Okay, Kate and Daphne, they both are in my chemistry and algebra class. And Kate, she is with me in chemistry, and then the next period is world history honors, and she's also in that class, so I just walk with her. But then Daphne, she's in my chemistry and algebra, and I'm in the same table as her as well for both of them. And I walk her Daphne to her lunch period. She goes to the library for lunch because she likes it there. And then I walk with Kate. I walk with Kate to go to our world history. So that's very nice. Yeah, I just want to say that. It's very nice. I just love having my friends everywhere. Because you know what I said to Daphne in algebra once? I was like, every day is never a bad day when you have friends. Because if you have such a poop day, okay, in my friend group, we just say poop. It's, like, really funny for some reason. If we want to say a bad word, we just go poop. Or, like, if we're tired of something. Or, like, if we don't like something. Or it's, like, a filler word saying poop out of nowhere. But anyways, back to that. Even if it's such a poop day, you're gonna go to a class. With every class you go to, you have a friend. And then you just be as dumb as you want, as goofy as you want. And every day is just never a bad day with them. Every class, if you have a bad day class, you go to the next class. You talk to your friends. Beautiful. You go to the next class. You have a friend. Beautiful. Love that. And yeah, every day is just never a bad day with your friends. I'm telling you. It's the best time ever. Okay, I had a little break. Anyways, you know, while I was talking to my sister after this, she was like hearing the recording and she was like, why do you talk so fast? And I went, I realize I do talk a little fast. You know, the first time she heard one of my videos, she was like, why are you talking at 2 times speed? Why do you speed up your video? And I'm like, I didn't. That's just how I talk. And I hear it now. I smell banana. Okay, never mind. I hear it now. It's because when I'm excited to talk, okay? So when I'm excited to talk to you guys, okay? I can't help it. I just yap. So when I'm excited, I talk really fast and I get really happy and my voice starts to sound like a Californian girl. And I also sound really, I have a very high-pitched voice when I get excited. Okay, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Okay, but anyways, you know how Halloween's coming up, and in a week from now, the day I'm recording, there's going to be a new Adopt Me Halloween event. I can't wait for it. I can't wait because every time I miss a Halloween event, it's always with the good pets, and I hope that we have good pets this year. I really do, and I'm really excited. I hope they're very cute. Yeah, I can't wait. We'll see, guys. And I can't wait to go to church for Halloween. And it's only because last year I had pneumonia, so I was hospitalized, and then I got out, and I missed Halloween. And Halloween, if you guys know me personally, Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. Not because it's because I love candy. Like, my cravings 80% of the time is candy. The things I talk about is candy, and I will never say no to candy unless I am sick, dying, bleeding, or mad at you, or I'm just a doppelganger. Definitely one of those, because I love candy so much. And dressing up in the most hilarious outfits is actually one of my favorite things too. I will be super unserious every year. I can be a pig's butt. I can be Peppa Pig. Oh, I want to be Bluey this year. I really do want to be Bluey this year. But we'll see. Because, you know, my school, there's a lot of judgmental people. And if you're not judgmental, you're scared of being judged. So you just kind of hide away and pretend that you're normal. You're like, you just kind of be a copy and paste of everybody else. And I hate that. But it's okay, because I am going to be Bluey, and I don't care. I love Bluey to death. And one of my bag has a bingo keychain because my friend gave it to me for my birthday. Love her. I'm so mad that she went away to another school, but it's okay. I saw her during this festival around the streets. Anyway, yeah, but that's fun. I missed her so much. But yeah, I want to be Bluey. And then, apart from that though, back to my pneumonia thing. I went to church because there's a church right behind my home. And I went there because it was the closest thing I could like walk to. Because if my liver hurted so bad because of pneumonia, so I couldn't walk that far. And even though I like walked to the church, I was limping, dying, breathing so heavily. So I sat down, and my church is a Korean church, and we are separated by 3 languages: Mandarin, Korean, and English. And everybody is Korean, even if they speak English. So that's like kind of cool. But in our church, we don't really. There was like these trucks in a little circle, and there's candy, and then there's a place where you can sing. Then there's like a bunch of like tables full of food, like traditional food, and I loved it so much. They're really good. And then there was like different booths for different activities. And then there was this one booth that was very empty, and it was like a bracelet making place. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I sat down, started getting the beads because I was just happy to even be there. And well, you know, I made this bracelet that says Jesus, and I still have it. You know, I actually have never taken it off. And it's a little loose now, but it's still held up very good. Very well. And it's very sentimental to me. So I'm like, okay, guys, that's like, every time someone said, you know, I get a lot of compliments for these bracelets that I make. And because they actually are very bright and colorful, like my thumbnails. And everyone's just like, oh my gosh, I love your bracelets. And I'm like, thank you. And when they talk about this one bracelet that I made during Halloween in that church, I was like, oh yeah, I made it when I had pneumonia and I went to the church. I always tell everybody that because it's such a great memory. And I can't wait to go to the church this Halloween because I just love everybody. Everybody's so sweet. Everyone's just full of the love of God in them. And they're just amazing. I love them. Yeah, I'm just excited to go to church. And my family, we're always so busy, so we can't always go to church. But it's very nice if we do. I love church. Church is very nice. Yeah. And I kind of want to just stay for communion and the food after church sometimes when we're not busy. Those are my favorite parts. Oh, I remember when I was walking home from school, and there was these 2 guys. They were very tall, and they spoke Mandarin. And I'm half Chinese, right? So I'm like, but then because I was like, I'm more fluent in English. So I was like, oh, hey, I don't speak Mandarin. I do. I just don't speak very great. And I do say, they're full-on white Americans, okay? So when I heard them speaking Mandarin, I got jealous. I was like, shoot, they speak better than me. Ugh. Very jealous. I was very jealous. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so good. So I was like, okay, sorry guys, I don't speak Mandarin, but they're talking about church. And I was like, oh, I already go to church. And they're like, oh, where? And I'm like, oh, I pointed somewhere over there behind my, I was like, it's like somewhere over there. and it's behind an apartment. And he was like, oh, that's cool, you know, you should join our church, we do ping pong. And I was like, oh, we do ping pong too. And he was like, oh, that's nice. And he smiled, and I was like, I'm not trying to make this awkward. So I was like, so that's really nice. I started making conversation with them.
Damn.
I started making more conversations with them, and then they fist bump, and then I was like, oh, I have to go over there, and oh, low memory, whatever. I was like, I have to go over there to another direction. They're like, oh, okay, have a nice day. And I'm like, yo, you too, you seem so cool. I fist bumped them, and I walked away, and I was like so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so sweet. That's very nice. Guys, here's a reminder to always be nice to everybody, even if you don't know them. Just be the sweetest person you can. It'll make everybody's day, I promise you. Okay, but seems like time has gone up. Okay, time has ran out, and I have to go. But that's okay, guys. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I am, I am very excited to be back. I'm sorry for not posting for 2 weeks. I was really lazy, but that's okay, because I'm actually so happy that I talked to you about all these things. I needed to get it out of my chest, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys. But anyways, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, cuties. Mwah.